Talk Melbourne and some significant names being circled in the last 72 hours. Tom Morris on 9 News tonight reported that Christian Petracca is unhappy. Tom said that if he was out of contract, and bear in mind he has 5 years to go, that he would be seeking a trade at the moment at the direction of the club. It's a significant name and a significant suggestion, a club that's feeling the pinch. It comes on the back of reports late last week that Jack Viney, whose dad is at North Melbourne were targeting. He only has 1 year to go. He'd assumed there's some degree of knowledge around a potential Jack Viney approach from North, and they are, outside Gawn, their two most culturally significant players. Caro, they've slipped to 13th on the ladder. They're in the premiership window here. Are we seeing a club in the early signs of a meltdown?
Well, they're two very disturbing stories for a start. Now, clearly Christian Petracca is going nowhere, and I'd be amazed if Viney left, although maybe if North offered him a long-term deal and Melbourne won't. But he's such a leader at that club, he can't. What was interesting to me, what pricked my ears up about Tom's comments were the professional standards. And he was more talking about his teammates. And it can't just be Clayton Oliver and what Clayton went through at the end of last year. Is he talking about, is he questioning the leadership, the on-field leadership at the club? Is he questioning some of the footy department's decisions as well? I mean, to have a star player like that feeling so disgruntled.
How poorly are the comments around the best culture they've seen in years? How poorly are they dating now? And we questioned
the Gary
them at
Pert
the time.
comments.
The Gary Pert comments on SEN. We questioned them at the time. They were ridiculous at the time. They're even more ridiculous with Christian Petracca, their most professional player, potentially being disgruntled. I want to take you back to last week in round 21, off the back of that Petracca season-ending injury, which, Carol, at the time you reported. I don't think the Petracca camp were that happy with the management of this. So this is Stephen May at 8:02 p.m. That's the collision there. Now, the club did say after the Petracca incident that they would review their processes. He stays out on the ground for 12 minutes after that. And then it is reported that he's had the broken ribs. You've seen him taken off in an ambulance to hospital. Just not sure 12 minutes on the ground after breaking your ribs.
Wasn't really clean cut to diagnose that one though, was it?
Well, I think you run out to him. I think the report was that there was painkillers run out to him at the time. 12 minutes, you got broken ribs, Hutchie. That is a long time, let me tell you.
Particularly after Petracca.
Off the back of Petracca as well. So they're in a world of pain, Melbourne, and a lot of it also revolves around the game style, Lordo, and the way that they are instructing the team to play.
Yeah, it's not a great style of football at all. The way they're playing, they've become a really boring side. No one's going to watch them play at all.
Because Simon has been so successful in being dour, hard-nosed and structured, do you think that can wear on players if you don't adapt your method to a modern era?
Yeah,
is there an element of that, do you think?
I don't see. It's all about contest and pressure he talks about a lot, but I don't think they play enough. You see Cozzy Pickett and Petracca, it's moments of brilliance, but aside from that, there's not too much else that I like about the way they play.
You've got to evolve, Lordo, and the longest-serving coaches have evolved. Chris Scott has evolved. John Longmire has evolved. Simon Goodwin's got to evolve. This style of play is not going to win you a premiership. They took more chances in 2021. Here's the scoring breakdown of where they sat. Third in 2021, and then it's slowly declined since then. Sixth, then seventh. Didn't win you a final.
Is it personnel
They're now 14th.
or is it risk?
Well, it's similar personnel. Well, I mean, I hear in Melbourne's injury list, Petracca's a great player. He's out and May's out. Who else? Everyone's got two good players out. So that is down to a coach that is obsessed with contest and defence, and the way that they played on Saturday night was embarrassing.
So do they do what Richmond did under Damien Hardwick at the end of 2016 and change the assistants?
They need like a Don Pike to come in like you did at Sydney and revitalise their ball movement, allow the players to play with some freedom, score more heavily, get the fans back to the football. And there's the coaching staff that we often bring up, or the footy staff. But Simon Goodwin needs to evolve if he wants to remain in the top job for a long time, like the best coaches have.
And that's what often happens, Cara. I think that if you support your senior coach, Andrew McQualter's only new to the Demons, but they often will surround him with people who can come in and bring in fresh ideas.